college football. Since January, we have been without. But as the long summer days start their countdown, our sport begins again. This year, it welcomes back its most important factor of all the game the fans. This is College Football 2021. So hold on, I'm coming.
Welcome to the Coaching Crew Show. I am your host, Charlie Krause, and joining me throughout the show will be various members of the Coaching Crew Show. This week, we're going to feature Byron Tibbetts and Luke Krause helping me out. Can be found on our YouTube channel every week. Most downloads can start and most viewing can start Thursday afternoons. We're going to preview the main games each week and have various segments each week that hopefully you'll enjoy and subscribe to our channel, and we'll talk about the main games of the week. College football is back. I feel like the Sam and Dave song should be played. Hold on, I'm coming. Because college football is back. We are at week 0. There's 5 games on the slate this week, and we're going to enjoy them all. Whether it's some smaller games on the West Coast, that's fine. But then the big game of the week as well, the Children of the Corn, Nebraska, come in from the land of Lincoln, go to the land of Lincoln and play Illinois Fighting Illini. And so we're going to talk about that and break it down into many different segments. And hopefully you enjoy our show. Hopefully you share our show and tell it to your friends. So with that said, college football is back and let's get it on. Brett Bielema returns not just to the Big Ten, but also to where he was originally from. High school ball in Illinois, Brett Bielema has returned home. Most people remember him in his heydays at Wisconsin before the not so fun, good times down in Arkansas. Well, Brett Bielema is back in Illinois. Expect Brett Bielema to Brett Bielema. Expect heavy lines and big runs from Brett Bielema, and expect Illinois to benefit from this. They've got a big offensive line, and they got some running backs that are going to benefit from Brett Bielema's O-line. Now, this is only year 1 under him, so don't expect it to be an overnight success and be representing in the Big Ten championship game, unfortunately, there, Champaign. But I think you're going to see some progress immediately, and he's recruiting in-state and bringing in in-state talent back to Illinois. Brett Bielema is going to make a splash in Illini country.
So less than a decade ago, Nebraska fired Bo Pelini because he had 9 wins on the season. That was not good enough to make Nebraska to a national title contender. Guess what? They didn't cut it. They let him go. They brought Scott Frost in a few years later. Now, fast forward to today, Scott Frost has been in Nebraska for 3 seasons, and he hasn't had a winning record yet. He is now on the hot seat. Do I think Scott Frost should get fired if he doesn't have a winning record this year? Yes, absolutely. I don't care what it is. If you've had a losing record for 3 seasons straight, you should be on the hot seat. Do I think Scott Frost should be on the hot seat because Nebraska's not a national title contender now? No, absolutely not. It is impossible to go from down below straight to the top national title contender. You got to give him time and let him build it up. Even with the regulations and rules he's broken, I think if he has a winning record this year, Scott Frost should stay at Nebraska.
So if you take a look at Nebraska's rushing offense, you'll notice that they're running behind a pretty young offensive line. Assuming that they can get it together through their developmental years, I think that they'll have success with USC transfer Marquise Stepp, then their main running threat in quarterback Adrian Martinez. Scott Frost can get that offense together behind that rushing attack. I think they'll actually surprise some people and win some games in the Big Ten.
One of the main features of today's game to watch for is Illinois' offensive line. Brett Bielema has always been known for his O-line, and not only that, Lovie Smith left him some treasures. Let's go over them real fast. Let's start with the center position. Doug Kramer. He's got a potential chance to be an All-American. He's already preseason honorable mention by All-American by PFF. He's on the Outland Trophy watch list, and he's a captain. Go to the tackles positions, both at 6'6", one's at 310, the other's at 320. You got preseason third team, an Outland Trophy watch list, and Alex Podjeski. And then on the opposite side, on the left-hand side, you got Vidarian Lowe at 6'6", 320, also on the Outland Trophy watch list. You all watch out for it. Hey, listen, if you are born on my birthday, you have to be noticed. So standing at 6'7", 295, Moses Opala. So watch out for him coming off the bench as well.
If you take a look at both schedules for Nebraska and Illinois, you would say already in week 0, this is a must-win game for both teams. Right now, the key to win for Nebraska is going to be to limit turnovers. Last year, when they lost 41-23 against Illinois, they had 5 turnovers, including 3 interceptions. So if Martinez can limit those, then that'll be their key to win. On the other side of the ball, Illinois is going to have to play this Ryan Walters surprise defense and get after the quarterback and force those turnovers. If the beefy boys up front for Illinois can stop the run, it'll be their key to victory against Nebraska.
So for today's game day tailgating experience, we're going to just light up the grill and do some good old-fashioned brats. Nothing beats brats. So I personally prefer the Johnsonville original brand brats, to each their own. We'll put them on. We're going to make them taste great. I also prefer to baby them when I cook them, and I just constantly give them a little turn and roll so that one side doesn't get overcooked more than the other, and you can see where the hot parts are on the grill. So I like my brats nice and juicy, and I've just been constantly rolling them. And here they are. They look nice and cooked and nice and juicy. Put some mustard on these bad boys, and we are good to go. Throw on some baked beans and some chips, and voila, there you go. Enjoy your tailgate experience.
Each week, we're going to provide you 3 names of players, 3 to 5 names of players to watch for that weekend who could and have big productions. Let's start with our main game. Running back Chase Brown of Illinois. Look for him to have lots of carries and have a lot of beef up front. And the children of the corn on the defensive side might have a tough time bringing him down. Chase Brown of Illinois. Second, DTR, Dorian Thompson Robinson of UCLA. No, not. Okay, sorry, UCLA. He could very well be one of the sleeper surprises of the Pac-12 this year for UCLA. This is Chip Kelly, and this might be Chip Kelly's best team since coming back to college football and returning to Pasadena. Okay, Dorian Thompson Robinson. And then lastly, I got a name for you that you probably never heard of. Ronnie Rivers, running back, Fresno State. He's an all Mountain West running back, and expect big things and big potential this year from him, starting this week in week 0 for the Bulldogs. Week 0 offers 5 games total. So if Illinois and Nebraska is the main game most people might tune into, what's one more for you? Try UCLA hosting Hawaii on 3:30 on ESPN on Saturday afternoon. Hawaii has Todd Graham, the former Arizona State head coach, now in charge of the Rainbow Warriors. His son is the DC. They put it together in Hawaii. But here's a name for you. Let's see if you remember. Chip Kelly. Okay. Yes, that Chip Kelly. This is now his 3rd year, his 2nd real year. You're seeing a ship turn in UCLA with a whole different mentality. This squad's going to have some defense and some offense, and watch out for UCLA this year. They could be a sleeper in the Pac-12 that most people not really noticing. So look for that game to be quite the eyebrow raiser on Saturday afternoon.
starting with the nightcap, the Coach and Crew Show unanimously has San Jose State over 1AA and FCS Southern Utah. Moving on to the Fresno State game, the majority of us have UConn on the losing side to the Bulldogs coming out west. Then the internet game, UTEP on the road, we have as the favorites to beat New Mexico State. New Mexico State might be in for a long season. The ESPN 330 game, Hawaii, we are saying you have a chance, but UCLA, the Coach and Crew Show, is behind you. And in the main event, the overwhelming majority of us have Nebraska Cornhuskers with the victory. I personally am on the 23% side, so hate away, Nebraska fans, but I'm going to stick with Illinois and pull out the upset.